Hey guys, it's Kiefer. I'm the creative director here at the Trailer Parts Outlet. I wanted to apologize for not having any production for videos come out the last 2 weeks. We got hit by a tornado in our area, and we're playing catch up with fulfillment and just recovering from all the chaos that happened. So once again, sorry, and enjoy this new episode of Full Send.
Let's get straight to the point. This what you do and what you don't do. No bullshit, sugarcoat when it comes to repairs and maintenance. Advice you can go to. Full Send, no edits, cause just go to Full Send, and we'll get you done right. Full Send, and we'll get you going right. Full Send, keep it going day and night. If this ain't just a podcast, we get it right and keep it tight.
Alright guys, so before I get started, quick shout out to my boy Rip for making the intro song or the song for this podcast. So if y'all need anything, hit him up. I'll have to find his username for TikTok or Instagram, but no. Like I said, setting goals. Setting goals is whether it's personal or business, in the work life, it's very important on writing them down and seeing them visually. You got your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and let's just be honest, your realistic goals. I'm going to be a millionaire by tomorrow. Well, unless I'm a lucky son of a bitch that wins the lottery, then, it's the time frame doesn't fit. Short-term goals can be, your one or two, everything within a year in a time frame, a 1 year time frame, having your short-term goals, and then your long-term goals can be anything from a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan, whether it's buying a new car, finishing off paying a car, buying a house, getting married, finishing school, doing a project, basically anything or that it's going to be time consuming or, a long-term goal. But in either one of those, whether it's short-term or long-term, again, that time frame needs to be realistic. You need to have your mile markers, your goals, or your mini goals, as you'd say, some say, to help you get there. They're basically stepping stones of that boys. Let's just say you want to move up you're in a work environment, you want to move up from being in sales to a sales manager, or from being in fulfillment to being an operations manager, or being over QC. It's setting them small little goals of, okay, well, I'm going to improve in here. I'm going to improve in sales. Since I was in sales, and it's a lot easier for me to talk on, and sales is, okay, so when I first started sales, I used to cap myself like a dumbass and do 20,000, only sell 20,000 a week, 25,000 a week, 30,000 a week. And I'd limit what I can make as financially, because once I hit that, I didn't give two shits about selling. I would quit answering phone calls. I'd still work. I'd go outside and help fulfill, but the goals, my 5-year goal at the time was to buy a house, and I'm still working on that. But the being realistic with it wasn't going to happen if I only kept myself. So Caitlin, which she has a podcast also that we do, and it's Women in the Trailer Industry, so you can catch them on Fridays when they drop their new episodes every Friday. But she gave me a book from Grant Cardone, and it was a 10X rules. And I guess it was an eye opener, because I realized that I was just limiting myself on my potential, limiting myself on what I could do personally. So I went from doing 20,000 to doing $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a week, to being an unstoppable force in a sales team, because I was hitting those numbers, hitting numbers that have never been hit before. I think I was one of the first ones to hit $1 million within a year's mark in this company in sales. And now I got 2 other sales reps that I've trained and that we've trained here in the company that have done the same thing because they're setting their goals and being realistic with it. They're breaking it down how much you have to hit, whether it's weekly, monthly, quarterly. You got to do the same thing in life. You got to figure out, you break it down with those mile markers, and you got to hit this to get to the next one. And without those, I mean, any goals you set is unrealistic. Another big thing is just your environment. The environment of the people you surround yourself with. I mean, you got your positive people, and you got your negative Nancy's, negative Joe's, negative motherfuckers who are going to bring you down no matter what you're doing. You want to surround yourself by the people who are going to push you, not necessarily baby you when you fall down, because we all got to fall to grow. It's not on how hard you fall, it's how you get up from it and what you learn from it. But you need to surround yourself with people who are going to push you to be that better person or go to the next level. And here personally, just speaking with the team we got here at work at the Trailer Parts Outlet, it's amazing because we're all here to help each other grow, help push each other to get to that next level. And sometimes it's shit we don't want to hear, and it's shit that we don't want to see or listen to, or fucking, just straight up raw. But it's more of we're trying to push you to the next level. And like I said, you got your negative Joes who, no matter what the fuck you do, they're going to always find the negative in every situation. Now, I'm not saying when you're trying to do something, don't think about the negative shit, or don't think about, oh, well, if I do this, this is going to happen. No, the negative people are the ones who going to talk shit to you about anything you're trying to do. Hey, I moved up. Oh, well, whatever. Or just, just always finding negative shit to talk about and never trying to fucking smile or trying to find anything positive to talk about. It's always negative, negative, negative. Like I said, just surrounding yourself with positive people and in your environments, it's key fact when you're setting your goals, not only financially, but in a career, because that's what's going to get you to the next level, by the people you surround yourself, by the books you read, by what you watch, by what you listen to. It's all a part of the shit that's going to affect your brain. And there's specific words, but I'm not no scientist or doctor for all that. But there's specific words, and I can't think of them, but it's focusing on nothing but negative shit and listening to negative crap and watching negative stuff. It just affects your brain because it gets you into that mentality of, well, it ain't never going to happen. Focusing on positive things, positive people, positive vibes. It's where it's going to keep you in a positive mood and keep your eyes open and focus on the long-term or short-term goals you have set. Another topic is just the energy you bring. How much energy are you willing to put out in aspects of hitting your goals? Are you going to half-ass it, or are you going to go all in? I mean, it's like, if you go all in from the get-go, even if you fail, you're never going to second-guess yourself as to, well, fuck, what if? What if I would have just fucking went all in? What if I would have done this? If you just go all in from the get-go and give it all 120%, 110%, and leave nothing behind, give it all you got up front, even if you fail, you succeed, because there's, like I said a minute ago, there's never that what if in the back of your head. And that's pretty much it with the energy. I mean, it's the amount you put out is what you're going to receive in. And it's like when you're working out and you're exercising, you're not going to see the results right then and there. It's going to take time to see the finished results, but as much time as you invest in it, that's what you're going to receive out of it. To quote Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., if you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. And if you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. And that's the same aspect you got to think of when you're trying to set your goals or you're trying to continue to reach your goals. You're going to hit stumps along the way. You're going to hit detours. You're going to hit obstacles that are going to keep you from reaching your goal. But stay vision, keep your vision or keep your eyesight on the finish line, and you'll get there. It might not be in a time frame that you want, but like I said, set yourself a realistic time frame, and you can adjust your goals and go from, let's just say, from 2-year goal or 3-year goal and bump it up to a 5-year goal. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're still moving to it and you're setting those mile markers to make sure you're getting there. But that was it for today. Again, like I mentioned before, check out Caitlin and Lacey's podcast, Women in the Trailer Industry. They have one dropping this week also on Friday. If you're going to NATDA, check us out. We'll be at booth. Give me 1 second. I just found out. We'll be at booth 342. So drop by, check us out. We'll have our brand new axles that we're going to show. They're anywhere from 2,000 pound to 8,000 pound axles. But again, with the setting the goals, set your goals. Don't lose sight in them. Surround yourself by positive people. Let go of all the negative shit you have. Let go of the past. Because at the end of the day, the past ain't going to do shit for you, but keep you there. So stay tuned for the next one.
Let's get straight to the point. This what you do and what you don't do. No bullshit, sugarcoat when it comes to repairs and maintenance. Advice you can go to. Full sin, no edits, cause just go to full sin, and we'll get you done right. Full sin, and we'll get you going right. Full sin, keep it going down.